All right, we are live.
Looks like it's saying we're going live. Yep, I'm just checking to make sure that we're live first in the group. We're showing that we're going live, but we'll just give it a second, make sure everybody's starting to hop on. Let's see here. Make sure it's starting to go. Whoops, where did it go? We're going. If you're hopping on and you can see us, make sure you give us some hearts and some likes so we can see that you're on. Maybe tag your friends, kind of say hello, share with us where you're joining us from. I see people are starting to hop on.
Give us some hearts.
Yep, give us some love. See a couple people hopping on. Oh, there we go. I see lots of hearts. I see lots of love. I see stuff starting to come through. I think I need to make sure I turn this down because then it's going to come over on my phone. There we go. All right. I see people are starting to hop on. Hi, Tracy. Hey, girl. Say hello. We'll give it a minute just so everybody can get on. From New Jersey, Illinois. Hey, Cabrina. You guys just know I'm looking over here because I have to kind of look over to my phone because I can't actually see you on my computer. So I'm not trying to ignore you when I'm looking this way. I just want to be able to see who I can see. Hello. Hey, we got Tiffany, Caitlin, Kimberly. Hello. Hey, Casey. Everybody's hopping on. All right, cool. I think we're starting to get a lot of people hopping on, but feel free to start tagging your friends, anyone who you invited. You can also just continue to keep just like saying hello to us. So I'm just going to go ahead and start rolling so we can just honor your time. I know some of you guys are joining us from the East Coast, and I know it's kind of late for you guys over there. Okay, so first of all, welcome to our live sneak peek. I cannot believe there's close to 500 amazing people up in this group, and I'm super excited to be hosting this alongside some amazing women that you're going to hear from. They're going to Jenny. You're going to hear some great stories. We're going to share a lot with you guys what this coaching thing is all about. But I kind of want to just share a little bit more about me, my story, and really just kind of get us really pumped up and excited for this. Because I know for probably like many of you that are hopping on, when I first sat down and watched something kind of similar to this, a get to know about coaching webinar, I was just desperate to find a change in my life. I knew something had to change. I didn't know really what that was going to be like for me, but I was hoping that this was going to be the thing. And it honestly was like the most life-changing thing I could have ever hope for, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys because I really truly hope that it's going to inspire and motivate you to make massive change in your life the way it has for me, and I know these other women on the call. So when I first started coaching, it was probably about almost 5 years ago when the coaching opportunity came into my life. But I actually started my fitness journey way long before that. And I had my very first daughter, my very first child. She is now 15. I had gained well over 85 pounds, and I was sitting at my heaviest weight of 230 pounds for like well over a year. And I was absolutely miserable, living like a hermit, just hating life. And I didn't know what to do. I just was like, I need to not like sit in this self-pity mode anymore. I knew that. I didn't want to kind of do the same thing, but I came from a home where my mother was obese, and it really was hard for us my whole life growing up. And I didn't want to do that to my daughter. I wanted to set the good example for her. And that's really kind of what catapulted my journey from the very beginning, like 15 years ago. But then fast forward like a good 9 years, I get pregnant with my son, Landon. And I was thinking, okay, I've got this on lockdown. I know how to take care of myself. Things are going to be so much better. But unfortunately, after having him, things were so completely different with my second. He was breastfeeding like crazy, like every 20 to 90 minutes, all through the middle of the night for the very entire first year of his life. And I was exhausted. I was depressed. And by the time he was 9 months old, I had slipped so far deep into depression that I found myself curled up in a ball in our closet, just wishing for the pain to go away, because I felt like a drain to everyone around me. I felt like a drain to my husband. I felt like I was a drain to my children. I felt like I was a drain to my parents. I felt like I didn't deserve to be on this earth anymore, and was really contemplating suicide at this time in my life. It was in this moment, I don't even know what to call it, but it was just like this moment of clarity that I had, that I realized if I was gonna see change in my life, I once again needed to be brave and make a change in myself. And that's what got me to peel myself off that floor and realize I need to start better taking care of myself. I remembered that before, my fitness journey was something that got me through my depression before. So I decided to start my fitness journey at that time. And right at that exact same moment, I met a girl on Facebook that I had never talked to before in my life. And she was talking about, do you want to make your fitness journey into a business from home? And I was like, heck yes, like this sounds amazing. Because on top of everything else, me and my husband were struggling horribly financially. And when I mean horribly, I mean like, we're on state assistance, we're on food stamps, we're borrowing money from every source we possibly can exhaust, on top of money from my parents every single month. We could not afford diapers, gas, food, nothing. We were counting every single cent spent, and we were arguing like crazy because of this. But due to this overwhelming sense of just this fog of depression, I could barely get myself up out of bed every day. How the heck was I going to go work a job? So when coaching came into my life, it was like, yes, this is going to feed my soul. It's going to get me working on me again, but it's finally going to give me something, a purpose that is mine. And I'm going to feel like I'm contributing instead of feeling like I'm draining the entire household. And so I dove head first right into this business. And I am so glad that I had other amazing women like this by my side supporting me, because I know with them by my side, I have been able to grow this business into something that has now provided us to get out of our crap ass rental that we were living in when I first felt. I hope everybody was okay that I'm going to swear, because swear words might come out of some of these girls' mouths, earmuffs. Sorry. Okay. But because of that, we got out of our crap ass rental and we bought our very first home just in September of last year. I was able to build this business, like I said, broker than broke, borrowing money from every which way, to a 6-figure business and be the main breadwinner in our household. And I am well on our way to being able to bring my husband home from a job that exhausts him and that he hates doing every single day. But with that said, before I let these girls talk to you more, I just have to let you know that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success, okay? I did do the work. These ladies have done the work. We show up. And if you do the work and you believe in it and you believe in what we have to offer and you have a big old heart that just wants to go out and help others, you're going to do amazing things too in this business. So I'm really super excited to just move this over. I think, who is it? Heather Lee is going to be talking next, or no? Candlin, my bad. Candlin's going to be sharing with us next. All right, you go, girl.
Hey guys, I'm Candlin. If you saw the little intro welcome thing, I have 3 kids under 3. I'm pregnant with number 4. I'm a foster mom and pastor's wife. We just planted a church a couple months ago, and I also run a photography studio. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how I know a ton of you are thinking, I'm so busy already. How do I start something, or how can I start something new when I don't have any time? And I was actually just reading in this book, it's called Get Over Your Damn Self. And she said when she started her business, she said, my plate was already full, so I just got a bigger plate. And I kind of feel like that is how my life is. I have been a coach now for a little bit over 2 years. And again, just like Blair, it completely changed my life. We wouldn't be able to be foster parents if I wasn't able to stay home with my kids. We were living in poverty. I mean, 100%. And now I'm so thankful. Like, we would never have been able for us to plant a church, walking away from Tony having income at a church, had I've not been coaching from home. And so it's really changed my life in so many ways. But for some of you who are thinking, I don't have the time for this, or what does a coach really do? I want to talk to you just a little bit about what we call the 4 vital behaviors. And those are the things that you do as a coach. Obviously, once you sign up, we're going to train you and teach you exactly what you're doing. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing, that's okay. We all started in exactly the same boat. I remember when I signed up, I was like, now what? I clicked yes, let's go. But what does that even mean? So we're here to help you. But I just want to kind of give you just a little taste of what a coach does. So first, we're a product of the product. Just like Blair was saying, it's insane that we get paid basically to work on our own health and fitness. And realistically, since I hate to work out, you do have to pay me to do it. So that is totally me. Like, I only work out because it's my job. So when you say I work out like it's my job, it really is. But anyway, so we're a product. We drink our Shakeology every day. We stick to our programs. There's so many different types of workouts to do that if you're intimidated, it's okay. We're going to help you find exactly what's going to be the best fit for you. I can tell you I had never really done like a fitness program before I became a coach. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I've never done that before. I never had either. I was like, okay, I want to lose weight. I think I'll just like run around the block a few times. I had no idea what to do, and that's okay. But we're going to literally hand you the tools. And for myself, I was able to lose 41 pounds just sticking to the programs. I mean, it's kind of insane that I was a little skeptical. I'm like, does this really work? It does work. And so the first thing we do is we just work on ourselves. We're a product of the product, and we share that with people. The next thing we do is we invite people. So just like you were invited to this webinar today, we're going to teach you how to meet people and how to grow relationships and how to invite them into this amazing coaching. And not only is your life going to be changed, but you're going to be able to change other people's lives as well. You're going to be able to meet the Blairs out there who, she just shared she was struggling with postpartum depression. And now here she is years later. They were on, assistance anymore. And clearly she is doing very well. And same with me. I think of where I was before I became a coach. So I'm looking for all the other Candlins out there who are ready for that. The next thing we do is we recognize, I don't know about you and your job, but I know the job I worked before I was a coach, you pretty much never got recognized for doing good things. So the cool thing is, to recognize your customers and your coaches, cheering them on as they are so successful, but then your upline's going to do the same for you. I can tell you when I show up on Andrea's board for being in the top 10 or Heather Lee's for being in her top 3, every single time I'm like, yes, I might be a stay-at-home mom. It just feels like I change diapers all I'm awesome. And there's no other job out there that's going to do that. So you're going to be cheering people on, and then your upline's going to cheer you on too. So part of your job is recognizing people and telling them they're awesome. Check yes for that. That's awesome. And then the last thing is personal development. This is something that I wish everyone in the whole entire world really knew about. It's like the secret world out there or something. But basically, we're going to learn together. Obviously, we're going to help you find exactly what areas are going to be an area for you to work on for yourself, but also your upline is going to constantly be working on ourselves as well. So like, as I was mentioning earlier about reading a book, Get Over Your Damn Self, this book is literally mind-boggling. It's changing my point of view in such a positive way. You're going to be able to learn how to have a positive mindset, how to believe in yourself, how to gain confidence, and honestly, just how to, I think it really just speeds over in every aspect of your life. And so if nothing else, if you took nothing else away from coaching, if you never made any money and you never were, financially successful in this, if you could take away the personal development side of things, it would change your life. That's just one of the 4 vital behaviors, that tiny little bit would change your life forever. So that's basically what we do as a coach. We run challenge groups. We're encouraging people. You might be telling me like, I'm not that's okay. I would say, and I'm looking at the people who are on this call, I don't think any of you are a salesperson before you got started. I worked in higher education, but we're going to teach you really how to just build relationships and encourage people. And when it comes down to it, that's pretty much what we do. We help people with their health and fitness, but realistically, we don't have to make the programs. So we are just really cheering people on while they're doing the program. So that's as the main gist of what we do as coaches, and I think Heather really is next, but maybe she's not, and everyone just wants her to go next. Let me look at my list.
Maybe we should just put you next. No, I'm next.
Oh, right. Dang it. I thought she was.
Can you guys hear me okay? So the beauty of this business is you can work it literally from anywhere. I'm currently homeless. Hi, my name is Andrea Crowder. I have no home. I'm in the middle of moving to Miami and I am living in a hotel. And the hotel decided that the internet wasn't going to work. So I rushed over to a friend's house and I'm sitting outside at my girlfriend's house. So I hope that the wind is not too loud. I'm sorry if I don't have the best audio for you guys, but I'm going to bring it anyway. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I'm honestly so thankful because I truly believe that the most valuable gift that you can give another human being is your gift of time. So I thank you for yours and showing up and just hanging with us. Our community is so excited to welcome you. I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about how you make money, because that's obviously like a major selling point of running a business for yourself. So when I started my business, we were $100,000 in debt, living paycheck to paycheck. No, not everybody has this like rags to riches story, but it does happen to be mine. My husband had just returned home from Afghanistan. That's why we're moving. My husband's Army. It's our very, very last Army move, you guys. I'm so excited. Can you see it on my face? So he just got home from Afghanistan and we had literally just moved. It was actually kind of much like the situation that I'm in right now, but we had just gotten into our new home. Our house was filled with boxes, hadn't even started unpacking. And I just happened to catch this girl on Facebook, and I was going through what I refer to as like my quarter life crisis. Like I was in my mid-20s and I was not working in a job that I knew that I wanted to be in for forever. I was making okay money, but we were living in DC area. Cost of living was really high. And I had a ton of student loans because I kept changing my degree, trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. Turns out I was meant to be a Beachbody coach. Nobody put that on my college application. Please check here if you want to be a Beachbody coach when you sign up. But that turned out to be what pulled us out of $100,000 worth of debt, which gave me purpose, which gave me this incredible career where I could make income with impact. I've always been someone that's been very driven by bettering myself, but I want to better other people along the way. And so this was like that perfect marinade of like me putting all of those things together. So let me share with you guys exactly what it looks like to earn as a coach. Let me share my screen. Okay. Everybody can see that okay? Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right. So the first way that you earn as a Beachbody coach is commission sales on retail products. So for example, we have tons of different fitness programs. We literally have a fitness program for everyone. And I just want to tell you guys a little secret that isn't super publicly known yet. You guys could not be getting into this business at a better time. In fact, you guys are kind of starting how I started. When I first started almost 6 years ago, Beachbody was only in the United States. About 3 or 4 months after I became a coach, Beachbody launched in Canada. And that was huge for the growth of the company. We started doubling our business year after year. Just the incredible success and mind-blowing growth was just insane to watch after we launched into Canada. Now, you guys, again, this is top secret information. This is not public on Facebook, but I'm going to tell you guys because I want you guys to know what you guys are getting into. You guys are getting in right before we are about to launch in a new country. I can't tell you which one yet, but I'm telling you guys that we're about to go international again. I can only assume that we are to expect some massive momentum in the Beachbody community again, and you guys will be getting in at the start of that. So can you guys imagine having an entire new country available to you? And when you have social media, I built my whole business on social media. When you guys have social media where you're able to reach anyone, anywhere, I have a list of people constantly. They're like, hey, can I, join as a coach? I'm in Australia. Can I join as a coach? I'm in the UK. Can I join as a coach? I'm in Africa, like all over the place, Mexico. And most of the time, unless it's US or Canada, I'm like, no, but I'll message you as soon as we're there. We're there, guys. We're there. It's about to go down and you guys are getting in at the beginning of that. So 25% commission comes on all retail sales. So if someone just buys Shakeology from you, 25% of that would be $32.50, which sounds great, right? My first month in a business, I only made $50 and 30 days worth of work. But I had the mindset of I'm going to invest my time and energy into learning and mastering this craft. And within 5 years into the business, I will want to have made $1 million. Well, it'll be about 5.5 years into this business. So maybe I'm a half year late, but I'm not crying. I went from $100,000 in debt to where I'm about to enter the $1 million club with Beachbody. So that just says to me that $50 was worth the patience of continuing to grow my business. Also, you guys make challenge pack fast start bonuses. All that means is when someone signs up with the challenge pack, which is how all new coaches start, and that's how I start all my customers, you make $70 from our all access challenge pack, which is the #1 selling challenge pack. We have other challenge packs, but this is the #1. So I just want to give you guys examples here. You also make team cycle bonuses. This is where your residual income comes from. You guys, if you worked this business like a boss, and you maxed out Beachbody's compensation plan, you would not max out until you were making over $15 million a year. So what I'm telling you guys is the income is limitless. And considering we're just now entering into our third country, we're only going to continue to dominate worldwide. Like Beachbody's not stopping here. We have so much room to grow. But just to kind of give you guys an example, my very first team cycle bonus check was only $14. However, as I mentioned before, when I went to, only $50 in my first month, now that $14 check started to compound over time and is now thousands of dollars every week. Again, I do have to say that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success. You got to work for it, sister. But I just want you guys to understand what's possible. Now, I will say that money is just money. Money is just a tool. And these numbers look really pretty on paper, but really money is freedom. Money is you being able to show up and do the things that you want to do. Money is me being able to take my daughter on her, to her very first concert. Money is, being able to, when I realized that the movers packed my hairdryer, go get a blowout today. Like 5 years ago, I know that sounds so petty and silly, but 5 years ago, I would have just had to say, like, suck it up and have dirty hair. And I was a hot mess express around noon today. And finally, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I crying over my life that my hairdryer got packed and my Shakeology got packed? And, like, I'm a mess right now. But I was like, you know what? F it. Like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go have someone else wash and blow dry hair. And I'm just going to do the things that I need to do to take care of me. And when other things come up, like, I had to pay for one of my own surgeries out of pocket to regain my health. I mean, it's limitless, you guys. Money's the tool to be able to help you say yes for the things that are important to you. The other really cool thing is Beachbody shares 2% of their total profits with their leaders. So as a 2-star diamond coach and above, you have the potential to earn quarterly bonuses. So you guys can see if you're maxing out those quarterly bonuses, that in 1 quarter, that could be an extra $67,000. Now times that by 4 in a year. That's just bonuses, guys. That's not how much like you're making every single week. Again, not everybody does this, but I want to show you guys what's possible because anyone can. It's just a matter of what are your goals. The next one is leads. This was one thing that I found very, very interesting when I started my business was somebody mentioned that Beachbody gives you free customers. And I was like, what? Why would the company do that? And there's no other company out there that does that. So I started looking at the compensation plan and I was like, where are all the places where Beachbody gives you free things? And I started figuring out these little things where you could earn free customers. Beachbody gives you additional bonuses for helping 5 people in a month. There's lots of little ways to make money, but we all start on day one, right? We're going to actually share one of my new coaches, my new awesome rock star, and she's going to kind of share with you her experience just in her first 30 days as a coach. She's only been a coach for a month, so you guys can see what's possible from someone brand new, not someone who's been in this business for several years. But the very first goal that we set for you guys is to make your money back. In month 1, if you helped 3 people get started with an all access challenge pack, that's $280. That means you made your money back and you're profitable in your first month in business. If you went and like started your own Starbucks, it would take you probably 2 years to be profitable. You could be profitable in your first day in the business if you really wanted to be. Okay. Who's next? Finally, Heather.
Finally me.
This big build up for you.
My turn. So I'm so excited that you guys are here. Maybe you are on like social media and you see these like big Instagram accounts. I don't know about you guys, but like I love like looking at those big, beautiful Instagram accounts. So the people that have a lot of friends on Facebook, and you're like, wait a second, if I was going to launch a business online, wouldn't I need a lot of people already following me? And the crazy part is I tell you a no with a big fat N, only because I was not on social media anywhere before I started coaching. And when I say anywhere, I'm not being modest, being like, oh, I had like 500 friends on Facebook and like 1,000 followers on Instagram. You couldn't have found me if you paid a private investigator. I was nowhere. I started with big goose eggs at every single social media platform. And what I did was I used the tools and the trainings that this team provides to build 2 specific platforms. You can build as many or as few as you want. I chose to focus on Facebook and Instagram. It doesn't matter, whatever your jam is. The point is that we give you the trainings to build these from the ground up. So if you're starting out and you're like, wait a second, I only have like 100 friends on Facebook, or I don't even have an Instagram, like how would this even work? Don't sweat. We're going to show you exactly how to do this. And we use these terms, and maybe you've heard it in business before, like cold market, like people that you don't technically know that you would be maybe being able to service as customers. You guys, I built and still do about 80% of my business from people that I just connected with genuinely online, from a way that we connected over maybe our favorite pair of leggings or an amazing pair of Nikes, whatever it is, we found something in common. And then, we became friends online. So I wanted to share that with you because I think that the larger accounts, especially as social media continues to grow and grow and grow, and you see all these amazing bloggers, like you see the gorgeous blogs with the perfect, like scattered out macaroons on the kitchen table, that's where you need to be before you launch a business. And I am absolutely proof that you can start at ground zero and build this into a wildly successful business without having any foundation. So if you have 1 friend or more on either Facebook or Instagram right now, you are ahead of where I was at when I started my business. So that is a little, just wanted to debunk that in case that was, something that was in your mind, because it was a fear of mine for sure, when I jumped in, but I did it anyway, and I'm forever grateful that I did.
And what about everybody that says, but I don't want to have to just go sell, all my family? What would you say to that?
I don't think I sold, well, I consistently say that I don't sell anything. I share what I love. So like you guys, I love Express jeans. Like somebody give me some heart right now if Express jeans like make your ass look great, okay? Hello. If there is a sale at Express and those jeans are 40% off, I'm like grabbing my phone. I'm like, hey girl, in case you didn't see the email, they're like 40% off. Like I get so jacked about my favorite jeans being on sale. If something has changed my life, like Beachbody and with these fitness programs and with this business, or with the nutrition that my body used to lack, and so my hair was thinning and falling out, then why wouldn't I share that with somebody? If I'm going to blow up their phone about jeans, you better bet I'm going to tell them about something that can change their life from the inside out. But saying all that, I don't think that I actually helped a friend that I knew in person or a family member for maybe the first 6 months. So it was only people that I had connected with online. Again, a genuine interest in them. I thought they were really cool people. But I was just really new on social media and kind of fumbling around, and I didn't want to run into somebody at the grocery store if I screwed up the conversation online. So I was like, well, this is easy. They're in California. I'm in Florida. If I screw this up, it's no big deal. So pressure was off. So, you can build it both ways. And actually, I did a training that you'll have access to when you join our team. It's hot off the press. I did it Monday a week ago on how to build your business the way I did it. Not like growing your social media from ground up and not knowing who you were actually, sharing with initially. And so I give you all those tools as well. So anyway.
I will say for Heather, though, one thing that I know about you is like you started with 0 people on all your social platforms, but you're a doer. Like we gave you a checklist and we said do XYZ and you did the mother XYZ, right? Like you shut up and you just did work, which is why you were successful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kristen, you're up next. Sister, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, take it away.
All right, so guys, I'm here to tell you that it is possible. I am proof that you can be a coach and still be on your journey. I started my journey, and I'll just tell you a little bit about the story. So I'm a military girlfriend. My boyfriend is stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas, and I was going to visit him for New Year's, and I was like, oh, how cool. I get to spend New Year's with him, right? Super exciting. If you're in the same situation, you know how exciting it is. So I went there, went to the airport, all cute and stuff, right? Feeling good. Got on the plane, walking down the aisle, and I started to notice that the aisle was tight. And I was like, oh, it's just the airplane. Airplanes are like that, right? Well, kept walking, got to my seat, went to sit down, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is snug. Like, this must be a small airplane. I can feel the seats on both sides of me. I was in so much denial, guys. You don't even know. Maybe you do, but I was in so much denial. So grabbed my buckle. That thing wouldn't fit. That excitement was gone. That feeling of joy, that like happiness, it was just gone because I didn't even want to see him at that point. I was like, this buckle doesn't fit me. Like, when did I get this big overnight? Like, I didn't even realize it had happened, unfortunately. So I sucked in the best I could and made that buckle fit because I was not about to ask for that extension. I was not about to. So sucked in, that buckle drove into my stomach the whole plane ride. I kept thinking, like, this poor dude beside me, like, what is he thinking? He's probably disgusted by me. Like, these people walking down the aisle, I have to curl my shoulder, and like, this is so embarrassing. That's all I kept thinking the whole plane ride. went from Maine to, I think, Chicago, and I went to the bathroom. My stomach was like, oh, that seat buckle cut into it the whole way. It was miserable. And I was so embarrassed. So I get to Kansas and I like try to put it behind me, but you can't. When you feel that poorly about yourself, you literally cannot put it behind you. It was just impossible. So we went on vacation and I was embarrassed the whole entire vacation, guys. The whole entire vacation. And I kept thinking to myself, like, he must be so embarrassed to be with me. Like, he never said this and he's never been like that. But I just kept thinking to myself, like, how can he want to be seen with me? I don't even want to be seen with me. Please don't introduce me to new people. Like, don't make me leave this apartment. Like, I don't want to go out. Like, take me to a hockey game. No, you're not buying me a jersey. Buy me an oversized sweatshirt, please. Let me hide this mess. Like, like I really genuinely I was so embarrassed about myself and about my body. So got back from this trip, messaged my friend. I was like, girl, you need to help me. You've been talking about this 21-day fix. I need it. So got started on that journey. And she kept talking to me about coaching. She kept talking to me about, getting involved more. I was in the challenge group. I was happy with what I was doing. I was losing weight. I started about January, and in March, I was down like 25 pounds. So I was like, this is awesome. I love this. Like, yeah, I was so happy and I felt better. And, I knew when I got on the airplane, that seat buckle was going to clip next time and I was not going to be ashamed. So she kept talking to me about it and kept talking about it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll check out this coaching thing. Checked it out. What was my first thought? I can't coach because I'm overweight. No one is going to want to join me because look at me. I can't do this because every single time anyone would talk, I would be, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too overweight. Like, that was my excuse. And I think it was my excuse because I was afraid, like, to put myself out there. But anyway, so we're in this challenge group and we're chatting and, they're talking about going to Nashville at the time for like a fun little event. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. These girls are friends. They hang out outside this. Like, there's friendship involved in this. This girl sits at home every night all alone on the Facebook. Like, why am I not with these girls going to Nashville? Why am I not even talking to these girls? Like, what's wrong with me? Sign me up. The next day, I went to work at lunch thinking about it, signed up. Didn't even talk to my coach. I don't advise. Talk to your coach first. But I just signed up and I messaged her. I was like, hey, girl, I'm a coach now. And she's like, what? When did you do that? What programs did you do? So anyways, I got started beginning of April. And seriously, it's been the best thing for me. I've continued my journey. I've had accountability. I can click that seatbelt and not be embarrassed my whole trip. Like, I'm not embarrassed to meet new people. So anyway, come October, I left my 9-to-5 job and I was able to move to Kansas to be with my boyfriend. So I'm not sitting around like living that life. Like if you're military and you're like a boyfriend or girlfriend, you know how crappy it is to deal with that separation. Or even if, you're not your spouse leaves a lot or anything, it's crappy. It sucks. So I don't have to deal with that anymore. And I can move with him and we don't need to rush into something we're not ready for. So it's really been legitimately the best thing for me, and does not matter if you need to lose 100 pounds, if you need to lose 5 pounds, you can be a coach. If I can do it, you can do it. That's all I got.
Oh my God, dude. And this girl, when I asked her, I was like, P.S., we're going to have you speak on Wednesday. She's like, no, you got the wrong person.
I just love her so much.
Oh, we love you.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Okay. Natalie, I'm going to have Natalie speak next. She, like I mentioned earlier, she's one of my brand new coaches. She's actually been a customer of mine for a while now, but she just started coaching a month ago. And I wanted you guys to see the experience of someone who really got started as well. So go ahead and take it away, sister.
Me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited to be here and speak with you guys. Like Andrea said, I've been a coach for about a month now. A little bit of my backstory is I actually used to be really healthy and really fit. I had gained about 80 pounds when I was pregnant with my youngest, and then my husband deployed. He's Army also. So it became my mission in life to lose that weight. So I lost all my weight in about 7 or 8 months, and just fitness was everything to me. And then at some point, I don't know what happened, but I just lost my passion for it. I lost my passion for almost everything. I started gaining a lot of weight, which led to me losing confidence. I had no confidence in myself. I had no faith in myself. Similar to what Kirsten was saying, I didn't want to go anywhere. Nothing fit me. What did fit me didn't look good. I didn't want to buy new clothes, so then I would try to squeeze into old clothes. It was just, I was a hot mess all the way around. It started creating tension in my home because I was depressed, irritable all the time. I was having issues in my marriage, and it went around and around and around. I started following Andrea in 2012. So for 5 years, I sat back and I watched this girl just blow everything up. I watched all her successes and her trips and, this amazing group of friends that she had. And I would sit back and I would say, man, I want that. I want that freedom. I want that life. I want that happiness. I want those friends. But then I had that voice in my head. It would say, girl, please, you can't do that. You're not fit. You don't have a good body. You don't even take care of yourself. Who's going to listen to you? Who's going to want to follow you? Who is going to want to hear anything you have to say? And then, of course, I would see selfies everywhere. Well, I'm not happy with myself. So I would try to stay out of pictures. So I'm like, no, I can't do that. Finally, in November, I joined a group with Andrea. I joined her Me First Movement group. And I said, you know what? I'm going to surrender to the process. So slowly, I started working out again. I would do the challenges. I was around these amazing, empowering, uplifting women. And that voice started to change a little bit because I would still see Andrea and I would start to have negative thoughts, but then that little voice would say, well, why not? Why not you? Why can't you do it? Why can't you lift people up? So when she had her sneak peek in February, I said, you know what? I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens and maybe I'll be successful. Maybe I won't, but I'll go ahead and try. And so I did. And I started practicing the vital behaviors talked about, the amazing training our team has. And put down my fear and I posted my story online and I walked away. I was terrified. I was texting Andrea, oh my God, my palms are sweating. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to throw up. And she's like, no, you're fine. You're fine. You know, you're good. You have an amazing story. People need to hear it. And I went back to my computer and it was overwhelming. The messages and the comments from people saying, thank you so, so much. I can relate to you. This is exactly how I feel. And it went from there. I couldn't believe that all the reasons I thought I could not be a coach were exactly why I need to be a coach, to give people that hope and that sense of, I can't even describe it most days, but people can relate to me and they feel like, oh, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And one of our quotes from one of our trainings was that perfect isn't inspiring. And that's something that I kind of latched onto. And so in my first 30 days, I hit every single goal that I had set out. I earned my investment back and then some. I was actually pretty profitable. I earned my first promotion. I not only hit Success Club, but I should hit Success Club 10 by the end of the week. And so I am just most days I still can't even believe that this has happened to me. And still every single day I have people messaging me just thanking me. Today I got up and I worked out because of something you posted yesterday. So I feel exactly like what Kirsten said. If I can do it, then you can absolutely do it.
100%. And I just want to point out to you guys one more time that Natalie was literally where you guys are 1 month ago. She was watching a webinar like this, or sometimes we do different formats, but she was watching a webinar just like this. And this is where she was just a month ago. And you wouldn't know that by the confidence that she has now and what she shows. Like, it's amazing. We've all been so excited to hear her story because we're in the team pages with her, but we haven't actually had a chance to hear her story. So you guys are hearing it the first time with us. And the fact that she was able to hit those successes and hit all her goals is just proof that you guys can do it too. We all have those things in our head of why we can't be successful in this business. And that's kind of what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Hey, I'm Jenny. What's up? I just kind of started talking when Natalie was done. You were done, right, Natalie? Okay, just making sure, because I'll just jump right in there. So I'm Jenny, and I want to talk to you guys about those myths, those lies that we create in our heads, or maybe something that somebody's told us about this business or a business like this. As you can hear from all the different stories, these girls just basically did my job for me. So if you guys want to just like talk about the weather, we can do that too. So like, hey, how's the weather where you're living? But some of the myths that we get in this business, one of the first things, Heather Lee addressed it. It was, I don't want to be a salesperson. Well, oh my God, freaking A, right. We don't want you to be a salesperson. You know, that's gross. That's icky. We do sell stuff, you guys. We do. We absolutely do. But we do it in a way like Heather Lee said. If you like a restaurant or you have a brand that you like and they're having a sale, you're something, you love it, you're going to share it. That's what we do, you guys. We share. And people, yeah, they buy things from us, okay? But it's changing our lives, and you want it to change the lives of the people that you care about as well. 100%. So, you know, when we say salesperson, we just mean you don't want to be icky. And we get that because we don't want you to be icky either. Kirsten and Natalie both shared amazing stories about not feeling like they could coach because they weren't in great shape. Well, that's what's another thing that's so great about this business. It doesn't matter if you're already fit or you're on your journey. Take people on that journey with you. It's so important to be like, let's do this together instead of like, hey, I'm here, come meet me over here. So bring people on that journey with you. It's such a powerful thing. So do not think that you have to be a nutritionalist or you have to be a fitness professional or anything. None of us on here are that. Now, are there Beachbody coaches that are nurses, doctors, professional trainers, all that stuff? Absolutely. Like, why not? You know, because we're all just ourselves and we attract people by who we are and we take them on their journeys, with us. So another thing that we hear a lot that is completely false is, I don't have time. And I'm just going to say, did you meet my girl, Candlin? Because that girl, if somebody didn't have time, it's that girl. And she is one of the most successful coaches on our team. And she does amazing things. She makes the time. One of the things that I always like to say when I'm talking about this kind of stuff is that you don't have time. You don't not have time. You don't have time to not do this. I can't even talk right now. You don't have time to not do this. You should be building your future. You should be creating and fulfilling your dreams, not somebody else's. You should be building what freedom looks like for you. I know for me personally, I'm also a military spouse. I didn't realize I had so many on the call tonight. I moved away from my family, you know, and this business has brought me the freedom to go see them. I just got back from a trip. I got to meet my nephew for the first time. I got to surprise, my son lives out in California. I get to surprise him. I get to do all these things because of the freedoms that are created, you know, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's freedom of time. I get to continue to be a stay-at-home mom. And those things are super important to me. Those things are valuable. Those things are priceless. To get to go home and see my family. I'm flying my grandma out next month. The following month, I'm flying my mom out, you know. I get to do those things. I couldn't do that before I started Beachbody coaching. My husband, yeah, he makes decent money, you know. He's got a good job in the military, but it doesn't afford us the extra things. And with what I bring in, we have so much more freedom. Now, I just bought my husband a motorcycle, you guys. I'm just saying, like, that's awesome. Like, who gets to do that? Hey, husband, let's go to dinner and then stop by the motorcycle place and be like, oh, I set a test drive for you. Do you want to test drive this motorcycle? Like, that's amazing. Like, I never thought I'd get to be able to do that after I decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And that's something that it brought to me. It brought me this value, this thing I didn't even know I was missing. And I saw some girls commenting on that earlier in their intros, looking for something for themselves. Like, now I have something for myself. And it's okay to want more than just a mom, for those of you guys who might be in that same situation. I know Candlein feels the same way. So, talking about stopping building somebody else's dream, build your dream, build your future. That leads me into like another thing that we hear a lot is like, oh, must be a pyramid scheme. And it's like, God, I hate that term so much. First of all, a pyramid scheme isn't what they think they know what they're saying when they say pyramid scheme, and they absolutely don't. A pyramid scheme is like putting money into a business that doesn't exist, and it's like, oh, it's just so stupid. But anyways, a pyramid scheme, this is not that. This is the common misconception is that if you start today, you'll never make more than us because we were here before you. You'll never outrank us because we were here before you. And this business couldn't be more opposite. You can outrank, you can out-earn the person who you signed up with any day. Andrea is a perfect example of that. She has outranked and out-earned people who have been doing this business way longer than her. And I actually challenge my new coaches when they sign up with me. I say, I dare you. Come outrank me, come out-earn me, bring it on. I welcome the challenge because that to me is successful. If I get to help a coach find that kind of level of success, then I've been successful as their mentor. So do not think that that is the case. Corporate America, that is your pyramid scheme. If we're talking about a pyramid scheme, nobody can get above on the top. You've got your CEO here. You've got your regional managers. You've got your store managers. You've got your employees. Your employee is never going to out-earn that CEO, ever. But guess what? I'm gunning for Andrea. She's my mentor. I'm gunning for her. I'm going to make it happen. And you guys can too. You sign up tomorrow, you can still be crazy successful in this business. A couple more things I want to rush through real quick. I know a lot of times people, they think that businesses like this, we have to invest in a bunch of products. And that's not the case either. Beachbody does that for us, you guys. We don't have to stock products. We don't have to buy extra and then sell it off. We actually don't owe Beachbody any sales requirements. We are rewarded for what we do, and we are not punished for what we don't do. You run this business at your pace. You want to make a part-time income, go for it. You want to run full speed ahead, you want to make a full-time income, 6 figures, join Andrea in the Millionaires Club, hell, do it, right? It's all up to you. We don't stock product. We have distribution centers that do that for us. It's amazing. So many of the girls mentioned the trainings. We have amazing trainings. If you're watching us tonight, and can I just get like some hearts and some love for these girls on this call tonight? We all have such passion for what we do, and we all are so alive with energy and all that stuff. But I also want to touch on the fact that can intimidate some people. Do not feel like we expect you to sign up tomorrow and be able to hop on one of these calls. Trust me, Andrea and Natalie talked before this. You're not going to come up and have a successful first month and we're like, you're on our next training call. No, that's not going to happen. It took a lot of time for all of us. I've been coaching almost 3 years. It took a lot of time for me to get comfortable. So if that intimidates you, just know you do that at your own pace as well. You're going to have the support of our team. You're going to have things like this where we're going to help you present the business, help you find your success as well. So, anyways, so those are like the fallacies. Those are all the falsehoods that you might have brought into this webinar. But what I want to tell you is the truth. The truth is you're going to get in the best shape of your life. You're going to get in the best shape physically, mentally, emotionally, and probably financially if you hit the ground running. Again, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of financial success, blah, 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 all that stuff, so that Jemima doesn't hate me. And not just that, you're going to be surrounded. I mean, how cool are all these ladies that I get to hang out with tonight? And all of you guys in the chat thread. I'm actually missing chat thread because I'm speaking now, so I'm not getting to engage with you guys in the chat thread. I'll be right back in 1 minute, I promise. But you'll be surrounded by an incredible group of women who want to help you be successful. These women are going to be like your family. I've had numerous opportunities now, being almost 3 years into this, of hanging out with them in person and getting to go to retreats and getting to go to our coach summit. And we're about to go to Punta, all of us together. A Beachbody sending us on a trip. You can't beat that. But here's the final truth. The final truth is your life will change forever when you commit to be a Beachbody coach. And across the board, everyone on our teams can say that. Your life will change forever. I went over my time. I don't even care. I'm not even sorry, you guys. I'm not even sorry. I talked as fast as I could.
I'm like, keep talking.
I talked as fast as I could. All right, I'm done muting myself.
So good. So good. All right, you guys. So I'm going to close it out. I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes to become a Beachbody coach, how much it costs. But I just want to touch on one thing that Jenny just said about like the cool traveling that we get to do. I know that was something that really motivated me. I love to travel. Like I crave it. And so I'm actually co-hosting an event in the Bahamas the first quarter of this next year for anyone on my team that achieves a certain goal within their business called Elite. Once you become
that would be all of you, just so you know, all of you who are watching this right now, you would be included in this trip offer to the Bahamas. Not just if you sign up with Andrea, anyone.
So if Blue Waters, and yes, you do not have to enroll with me, anybody within my entire team has the potential to earn that trip. So I would love to invite you to be a part of that. If Blue Water and Bahamas Mamas sounds like an amazing time, and photo shoots and fire pits with the girlfriends, and just my husband is actually the personal chef. So you guys literally will not even have to fill up your own glass. Like all of a sudden you're drinking and you look down and you're like, oh, my wine glass is full. That's weird. That wasn't like that 12 seconds ago. Like my husband's a little wine ninja, and he'll just sneak in there, and he like is incredible about, just taking really good care of our leaders. So I'm so excited about that. So I know it's not, Rebecca says, sounds awful. I know. So if that's not for you, then maybe this team isn't right. No, just kidding. It's not for everyone, but if it is for you, it's available. All right, let me share with you guys what you got to do to become a coach. All right, the first step is start your story. So we get you started building your own story with an all access challenge pack, and I'll explain what that means. So your goal is to just begin getting results within your first 30 days. I tell my new coaches, your number one job as a new coach is to get results yourself, for you to feel better, right? Again, I'm just like Candle, and we're cut from the same cloth. If I'm going to work out, you better pay my ass for it, which is how I built this business. So we're going to get you started using the products. Make sure that you love them, because we don't want you promoting something that you don't love. Why is this not letting me go down to the next one? So hold on. It's not letting me move down. No, guys, we were so close. Here we go. That'll work. All right, so this is the All Access Challenge Pack. So you guys get a portion control container system. That's these babies over here. These are like my magic everything. I actually have a history with eating disorders, and so I'm not the type of personality that can sit there and count every calorie. I feel like that's bondage. I don't feel like that's living life, a life that is happy and joyful, but I want to eat to feel good. So those containers allow me to do that, but work within my lifestyle of living an 80-20 rule. I'm not ever going to be the coach with the 6-pack abs, guys. Like I love my wine and chocolate too much, but I attract other people who are just like that. I saw Natalie shaking her head. She's like, girl, yep. You guys also get within your All Access Challenge Pack every freaking program ever made by Beachbody. So if you guys have heard of P90X, Insanity, T25, 21 Day Fix, Core to Force, 21 Day Fix Extreme, PIO. Seriously, if you guys watch late night infomercials, you probably know all of them. But you get all of them in your All Access Challenge Pack. You also get Shakeology. So you guys get 30 meals worth of Shakeology. As soon as you finish your program, you guys get a completion t-shirt. Plus, this is really exciting. The All Access Challenge Pack is brand new, you guys. In 2017, we're going to launch at least 3, if not 4 new Beachbody programs. And as soon as they launch, you don't have to go buy them. They automatically get uploaded into Beachbody On Demand, which is a part of your All Access Challenge Pack. So you guys get any new 2017 programs that are coming out as well. You guys get our meal plans and shopping lists. And then of course you guys get a challenge group because coaches have to be challengers. Like our first job is to be a challenger, show people what's possible. Being a coach doesn't mean you're an expert. Being a coach just means you're one step ahead of the person behind you. And you're just telling them how to take that step because you just took it. That's what a successful coach looks like. Plus, you guys get a 25% discount. And if you are a military spouse, if you are a veteran, if you are currently enlisted in the military, all of your business service fees are waived. So let me tell you about the business service fee. And the All Access Challenge Pack total is only $199. I think Natalie was like one of the first people when this came out, and she was like, wait, are you kidding me? It's only $199. I was like, I know, girl. It's insane. Every Beachbody program ever made. So every single month after your first month in coaching, you have basically a $16 business service fee. So this covers Beachbody, does all of the product warehousing. You don't have to stock your products with shakes or fitness programs or soap or candles or whatever, like none of that stuff. Beachbody handles all of the customer service. They spend over $100 million a year on marketing. You guys probably hear us all over the place on infomercials as well as radio. Of course, we already mentioned tons of training, and there are no contracts or minimums. So if for any reason you guys are like, yeah, I'm going to try this thing, and after 30 days, if you're not head over heels in love with me, no, just kidding, with the coaching opportunity, with the team, that is part of it. Like, we want you to love us as much as we want to love you. With the coaching opportunity, with the products, with all of it, send it back. You'll get a full refund. So you guys have 30 days to try it and make sure you love it. And if you don't, you lose nothing, basically. So the way for you guys to get signed up, P.S. I forgot prizes. Hold on, let me stop screen sharing. You guys need to see my face when I talk about prizes. That's the most exciting part. Okay, for the first 10 people that screenshot their All Access Challenge Pack purchase and post it in the comments below, those 10 people will go into a raffle for a Girl Boss stationery kit. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a lover of office supplies. That's what I do on my Friday nights. I do not go to the bar. I go to Staples, and we put together this awesome, cool, like little Girl Boss stationery kit so you guys can kick off your business. Plus, you guys get right away. Every single new coach gets this. Only the first 10 people to screenshot and comment below will get into the raffle for the stationery kit. But every single new coach gets a copy of our digital Misfit Republic Love Your Life Coach Planner. So again, like I said, I love office supplies. So you guys are going to get a lot of planners as you progress through your coaching.
You know what, Andrea? I'm feeling really generous, and I know we talked about this for our challenge group webinars, but I'm going to throw in the Roku stick like we talked about off of this. So whoever wins the stationery is also going to get a Roku stick, because for your All Access, you should be able to stream that on any TV in your house. So we're going to throw that in as well. I mean, if everyone's okay with that. I mean, if you're not, then, I'll take it off the table, but I don't know.
No, I don't have one, so how about you just send it to me?
I know, right? I don't even have one, but I know that they're the jam and that we can get Beachbody. So you can take those so that you can work out in any room in your house that has the capabilities to plug your Roku stick into. So I'm gonna add that in there.
For those of our viewers right now that don't know what a Roku stick is, do you want to tell them? Because I didn't know what it was till you guys told me.
It's basically like a way that you can access, like it makes your TV a smart TV basically. And if you have an older smart TV, like my TV, my smart TV is like an older smart TV, because like as soon as they came out, we were like, woo, yeah, smart TV. But it actually doesn't do all the things that the new smart TVs does. And so you can access apps on it. You can access some TV channels, or if you have certain cable stations or whatever, you can get them on there. And we actually have a Beachbody On Demand app that works with Roku's Fire Sticks, Apple TV. There's the other one I'm missing out, so I apologize for that. But so you can actually go, and it streams perfectly through the Beachbody On Demand app, and you'll have your All Access through there. So an easier way to access it on your TV instead of your laptop or your iPad.
Awesome. Do we have any questions, you guys? I'm just going to scroll through and make sure we didn't miss anything. Did any of you guys see any? Hopefully we answered all of your questions. But if we didn't, I'm going to give you guys a second.
We'll be sure to keep, obviously this recording will stay up. So
we just had a question. So sorry to interrupt, but we just had a question. Lucy said she's not sure what we're supposed to screenshot. After you sign up, you message the coach that you are ready to sign up and you're ready to get going with your All Access Challenge Pack coach sign up. And after you sign up, you will get your screenshot that says you are now a Beachbody coach. And so you're going to screenshot that and you're going to post it in the comments where you guys are commenting right now. So this is for people who are all in and they are ready to commit and join our team, and we cannot wait to welcome you guys. But that's what you will screenshot. You'll screenshot your final screen after everything is processed through. Or did you want the email, Andrea? I'm sorry.
No, just a screenshot that they purchased the All Access Challenge Pack.
Perfect.
And then Lucy had asked another question above that I don't think we got to. Have we dealt with clients that have allergies like gluten and lactose? Yes, we have Shakeology that is vegan. I personally drink the vegan because I have lactose issues as well. We have tons of clients with gluten issues. So we have all different kinds. Like each of the programs comes with its each own individual nutrition plan. We don't have to be the nutrition experts. We just show them the appropriate nutrition plan that makes sense for them. They know how to modify based off of what their allergies are. But yes, 100%.
And we have amazing nutritionists that Beachbody hires, and they do that work for us. And we have an amazing Beachbody blog. You can literally Google gluten-free meal plans and it'll pop up that way, or whatever their dietary restrictions or allergies are, they can search that on the Beachbody blog. And I mean, there's years of content on there. And our nutritionist, I was fortunate enough when I was in the Quarter Force test group to work closely with the nutritionist and find out how much education, how much science is behind the meal plans that they put in the program. So obviously our goal is to have everyone be successful. So we have all kinds of things on that Beachbody blog. So like we say, we have training on Misfit Republic for you to be a successful coach. We have training on the Beachbody blog for people to have successful journeys. So we've got everyone covered.
Totally. All right, you guys.
I see people worrying. The recording does stay up, you guys. So if you're just hopping on or you hopped on late, the recording, once we hop off, it just reloads up into the group. Again, if you missed anything. So no worries about that, because I saw a couple people worried about it.
Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for jumping on. If you guys are already a coach, thank you guys for getting on and supporting the people that have questions. I've been seeing you guys answer the questions as we've been going on. So thank you so much for your participation. Misfit Republic means family, you guys. Like, we're here for you for everything. We're here we have the systems in place. All you have to have is the desire to actually do the work and execute. And you guys can seriously change your life in a small way or a big way. It's up to you, but we're here to support you. And we thank you for hanging with us on this Wednesday. Have an awesome night, guys.